Hey guys, my name is Stephen and welcome to the Inner Game Challenge. Now, by the time you finish watching this video, you will know exactly which inner game roadblocks have been preventing you from getting the kind of success with women that you have been seeking for and the kind of success with women that you deserve. I went through a phase that I think many of us go through, and that is I spent some years being the ultra nice guy to women. They only saw me as, as a brother, as a friend, and I spent this whole time wondering, what the fuck, how am I different? Why is it that some guys can get all the girls they want and I, for some reason, am just the polite, nice, safe guy that they choose to see as a brother? And so I started learning techniques and tips and routines and all that kind of stuff to try and get women into my life. And I thought if I just learn enough of this, then I will be able to finally get them and things will be okay. My life will be amazing. I went through some time of doing that and I did see some improvement. The thing is, what I realized after some time was that it wasn't getting girls into my life that I was truly seeking. Sure, getting girls into my life was one of the aims, but what I really wanted was to be myself, to have the freedom to express myself, to have the freedom to do what I want in every single moment and not feel like somebody's judging me or care about what some people are judging me about, and let that dictate how I live my life. I didn't want some kind of all those thoughts in my head around my life. I didn't want to be concerned with, is that going to make me look bad, or am I looking good right now, or what action should I take right now to get her to like me? I just wanted to go, this is me, this is my internal experience right now, this is who I am, this is what I stand for, and project it outwards. The ultimate freedom to be myself. And I realized that learning a bunch of techniques and tricks was not going to do that. And so then I met Lee, and he was doing this stuff called Inner Game. And then he showed me a couple of things, and things worked out okay. I'm getting better. I can now talk to a camera sometimes. And to the old ladies which are just outside the shop there. So I'm going to bring Lee onto this stage over here. And in the next couple of minutes he will show you exactly how to eliminate your own inner game roadblocks and move past beyond what you think is possible for you right now. So Lee, come on. I will see you later. Hi Steve.
Hi guys. Yeah, welcome to the Inner Game Challenge. I'm Lee. I can't speak very well. I don't speak that English good. Yeah, you guys might know me as Logan. I hate the name, but everyone knows me as Logan, so we're just going to keep going with it until I can get rid of it. Okay, so today's about helping you identify your roadblocks. Whatever is preventing you from getting the kind of success with women that you're looking for. But not only that, but more. But creating the kind of life that you want, creating the kind of world you want. So let's get into it. We're going to dig a little deep and we're going to have a look at the underlying factors that are preventing things and that are driving everything else that's going on, and explore those really deep underlying concepts so that you can start to deal with them and create the kind of life you want. This program is about helping you get where you want to go. So where do you want to go? What is it for you? What is your aiming point? Now, we're going to look at one specific part of an aiming point, and that is the girl of your dreams. You got into this seduction community stuff, learning lines and routines because you wanted to get a specific... You have an image of your head of the girl you want. So who is she? Who is she for you? What does she look like? Blonde, brunette, blue eyes, green eyes. My personal weakness is fair skin, green eyes, dark hair. Curvy. That's just me. Whatever is for you. Is she tall? Is she short? What kind of things does she like to do with her life? Does she like to dance? Does she like to sing? Does she like to read books? All this information is important because it helps you develop a clear picture of what you're looking for. The most important part though is, what kind of person is she? How does she engage her world? Is she strong and confident and powerful? Or is she scared and weak and reserved? This information is important because it helps you define where you're going, and when you know where you're going, you need to know what you need to be to get there. What kind of man is she looking for in her life? And specifically, does she want a man who changes who he is just so people will like him, who hides how he really feels, what he really wants to do, and just who he is on a core level, or does he freely express who he is powerfully and confidently in every moment? The reason I'm asking this question is there's a lot of guys running around this seduction community thinking, oh, as soon as I learn this line, as soon as I learn this routine, as soon as I have this set of weapons and tricks and techniques, then I'll be able to get the girl of my dreams. Really? Is that the kind of man that this girl of your dreams wants? Does she want a guy who's going to hide who he is behind these lines, behind these structures, behind these routines? Or does she want a man who's going to express himself powerfully and openly, just whoever he is, just let that out? So this girl of your dreams, I want you to visualize her standing on a street corner. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the sun is streaming through her hair, highlighting her, making her look like an angel. She starts walking towards you. You're walking towards her. She's smiling. She's radiant. She's beautiful. She's just walking slowly towards you. And as you get to her, that moment happens when you need to act. You open your mouth. What happens? If you're listening to this, then you're obviously not getting the results with women you're looking for. You're not freely expressing you are confidently and powerfully. You're hiding yourself away. There's two very different types of action. Impression and expression. Expression is where you let out who you are. This is me. This is who I am. This is how I feel. This is what I want. This is what I stand for. An impression is where you try and create an impression on her. Try and be something for her. Change who you are. If you're not getting the results with the kind of women you desire, then you're going to be in that impression category. You're going to be trying to be something for her. You're going to be changing who you are. Is that the kind of man she wants? Well, we looked at the girl of your dreams. No, it's not. She wants a powerful man who can just freely this is me. This is who I am. This is the life I live. This is the adventure I go on. Do you want to be part of that? You get into the seduction community. The seduction community says, oh, you just need to change your actions. Just change like the way you're acting and then you'll be expressive. And this is where all the paradoxes that come up in the seduction community come from. Just change who you are so people will like you more, and then eventually you just express yourself freely. I don't know when that's going to happen. The reason they give you that solution is because they don't understand that you don't just choose an action. You don't just wake up one day and go, you know what, I'm going to lie about who I am right now. There's an underlying factor. And this is the second layer of the chode crystal. It's your focus. But where you're focusing, what you're focusing on is determining the kinds of actions that you're taking. Now, we'll separate into two very clear categories here. Are you focusing on how you feel or what you should be doing? Two very different factors. If you're focusing on how you feel, when you walk up to that girl of your dreams in this visualization, you see her standing there. If you're focusing on how you feel, then you've got no choice but just to express that. There's nothing else you can express because that's all you're focusing on at that point in time. But if you're focusing on what you should be doing, who you should be, then when you go up to her, you're going to try and impress her. You're going to try and follow these scripts, these structures, these rules, these lines, whatever it is you think you should be doing. Avoiding a helicopter that's about to land on your head. It's the loudest helicopter I've ever heard in my entire life. I'm glad it's happening right now. Yeah, so if your focus drives your actions. If you change that focus from what you should be doing, how you think you should be acting, to how you feel in that moment, then you're going to change from trying to impress her, trying to be the kind of man she wants, and obviously not being the kind of man she wants because you're just pretending, to expressing who you are freely. So is focus your inner game roadblock? Well, you don't just wake up one day and go, you know what, I'm going to focus on what I should be doing. I'm going to focus on what I need to be in order to get her. That's what I'm going to focus on today. It's driven by a deeper layer. And that deeper layer is the third layer of the chode crystal. Your focus is driven by your purpose, what you're trying to achieve in any moment. If your purpose is, I'm going to separate purpose into two very clear categories here. Your purpose to try and find out if she's the kind of person you're attracted to, or your purpose of trying to make her attracted to you. if you're focusing on if she's the kind of girl that you like, then what do you think your focus is going to be? It's going to be on how you feel. Do I feel attracted to her right now? And if your focus on it is, do I feel attracted to her right now? Then you have no choice but to express, because there's nothing else to like, you can't think about anything else other than, oh, this is how I feel right now. If your purpose is to try and make her attracted to you, then you're going to be focused on, what should I be doing right now to make her attracted to me? How can I create attraction? How can I go to a place where there's not a fucking helicopter that's about to land on my head? Some kind of paramilitary exercise. I think the Russians are coming. Steve, are your friends trying to come out? Awkward pause. Awkward pause. Awkward pause. If your purpose is to try and make her attracted to you, then you're going to be focusing on, what should I be doing? How should I be acting? What did they say in the DVD? What did I read in that ebook? What does Dolly Doctor tell me these days? And then your action is going to be to try and impress her, to try and make her like you. And that's when you're not going to get the results you want. So it's this layer of purpose. Is this your inner game roadblock? Well, it's a significant one. But you don't just wake up one day and go, you know what, today I'm going to try and make her like me. There's an underlying factor. There's a reason why you're choosing that purpose. And it's what I call your pathway, which is the final layer of the choked crystal. It's the core of the crystal. Your pathway. The pathway you're following to get what you want out of life. Happiness. If you think that in order for you to be happy, to get what you want out of life, then you need to get things from outside yourself. Cars, money, validation, women, acceptance, all that kind of stuff. If you think you need that in your life to be happy, then your purpose in any moment is going to be to try and get that. To try and get women to like you, to be attracted to you, to try and drag them into your life so then you can finally be happy. Which means then you're going to focus on, what should I be doing right now? Which means that your actions are going to be to try and impress people. But if the pathway you're following to your happiness is about creating the kind of life that makes you happy, filling your life with happiness, about doing things that are intrinsically rewarding for you, that excite you just for simply doing them, not from what you get out of them, not from trying to get the validation from people around you, but simply taking those actions and living your life by a set of standards and principles, then you're going to be living a rich, fulfilling, exciting life. It's going to be an incredible world that you get excited by in the morning, regardless of whether or not she's part of your life or not. So then your purpose is going to be, well, is she the kind of person that I want to bring into this rich, rewarding, fulfilling life? Do I want her in my world? Then you're focusing on, well, how do I feel around her? Is she the kind of person that I want here? And then your action's going to be to express who you are freely. This is your inner game roadblock. This is the core of everything that's going on. Things like neediness, attachment to the outcome, validation seeking, approval seeking, all of these core issues which you've been told that you need to eradicate in order to get the success with women you want, so just internalize this set of beliefs. Well, they actually come from this one core issue. This one core at the very, very center. This is the core issue that's preventing you from also freely expressing yourself in every part of your life. Not just with women. This is driving everything that's going on. And until you change this core issue, these symptoms are going to keep coming up. If you just focus on changing your actions, if you just learn a new set of lines, a new set of routines, a new way of acting, it's always going to be from trying to impress her. If you try and be self-amused just because you think you need to in order to get girls, you're still just trying to impress her. If you go out in your life and do dance, and salsa dancing is the big one for community guys, you work out at the gym and get bigger and get more muscular and buy a better car and look stronger and tougher and be more alpha male just because you think it's going to get you girls, it's still impression. You're still not the kind of guy that the girl of your dreams wants to be with. It's only when you change that underlying motivation of what you're doing, from trying to get something from outside yourself to trying to create the kind of life that you desire, that things are going to change. It's the separation between trying to do attraction and be attractive. This is why this thing in the community happens where attraction is fleeting. Attraction is fleeting only if it's a set of steps that you're following to try and create attraction in her. If you are an attractive person, the draw is always there. If you create the kind of world that she feels safe and secure in, but excited and alive and passionate, then attraction's not fleeting. She's attracted to you and the kind of world that you bring. It's not a set of scripts and tools you have to try and use so that finally you can get that last little piece of your happiness and you can escape this miserable thing you call your life. It's about living a life that's so rich and so rewarding and so fulfilling that it doesn't matter whether or not she wants to be part of it. That's true abundance mentality. I'm complete without her. So this is your inner game roadblock. This is the roadblock that you're facing. And it's not till you change this that you're going to start getting the results that you want. Now, if you would like to start changing this, all you need to do is enter your email address below and we will start spamming you mercilessly with all the garbage we can buy. No, seriously, we respect your privacy. We'll start sending you some tips and ideas and concepts that you can start to play with, which are going to help you transform your life into the kind of life that not only do you want, but you've always deserved.